Our first individual for tonight is in the all-around category, and that is Ralph Nespor. Absolutely. Ralph Nespor's involvement in fastball in Manitoba spans close to 4 decades as a player, coach, and organizer. Whether he was a coach or a player, he left a positive mark on every team he was involved with. Ralph began his fastball career as a 17-year-old in 1972 with the Lac-du-Bonny Huskies of the Northeast Fastball League. After moving to Winnipeg, he played 2 years with the Winnipeg Junior Colonels and at the first ever Junior Men's National Championship in 1974, where he hit .300. After the Junior Colonels, he moved up to play with the Winnipeg Colonels of the Western Major Fastball League in 1976. Following his time with the Colonels, he played on teams from Senior A to Intermediate A, the Legion No. 2 Fastball Club, Tom's Transmission, Polo Park Inn, EK Stones, the Winnipeg Penguins, and the Fog of the Adult Mixed Fastball League. Ralph was selected as an All-Star or MVP at every level of fastball he participated in. As a coach, Ralph was involved with both the male and female programs, the South Interlake Phillies, Smitty's Senior Women's Team, Team Manitoba at the 1993 Canada Summer Games, the 1994 Manitoba Alliance, and in the 1989 was a co-founder of the Winnipeg Penguins and Winnipeg Junior Penguins programs. He has played or coached teams that have won 13 provincial championships in every category, from Senior A, B Men's, Senior A Women's, Intermediate A, Adult Mixed, and in minor fastball categories at the Squirt A and Pee Wee A levels. Along with the provincial championships, he has won a bronze medal at the 1985 Intermediate A Western Canadians, a silver medal at the 1990 Senior B Western Canadians, and a silver medal at the Junior Men's Canadian Championships in 1994. Recognition of his skill and dedication to fastball came in 1989 when he won the Softball Manitoba Leo Bouchard Memorial Award as top coach, and in 1999 when he was awarded the Interlake Sport and Development Coach of the Year. Ralph is already inducted in the Hall of Fame as a player with the Winnipeg Colonels team and as a coach of the Manitoba Alliance Junior Men's team. He will now be inducted into the all-around category. There is no question that Ralph Nespor has left his mark on fastball in Manitoba and has been a positive influence on countless people who have watched and participated in the sport. Please join me in welcoming Ralph Nespor into the all-around category in the Manitoba Softball Hall of Fame.
Everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me now? Okay. Before I start my formal speech, I told my grandkids that I'm going to be on TV. They thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to say hello to Arabella, Skylar, Scooter, Callie, Charlie, and Bo. My youngest daughter is expecting her second child any day now. So in the sporting world, we have what is referred to as a player to be named later, and possibly future considerations. So I am your grandpa. I would like to congratulate all the inductees. A special shout out to the Klimkes from Stonewall. To Adrian Brown. I had the pleasure of coaching Adrian in '94, an outstanding ball player. From what I hear, a great coach, but more importantly, he's just a really good young man. And Brownie, I will never forget the phone call I got from you. That meant a lot to me. To my teammates on the Legion 2 Fastball Club, the team that Jack built. It is going to be my privilege to be on stage with you later tonight as we get inducted together into the Hall of Fame. To Larry Dewis and Freddie Nielsen, thank you for nominating me. 50 years ago, Larry and I tried out for the first ever fastball team in Manitoba, the Junior Colonels, and we've been friends ever since. Of those 13 players on that team, the very first team, 7 are now in the Hall of Fame. Larry, Kenny Magura, Jimmy Nicholson, Daryl Parisian, Stan Radomski, and Brian Pallister. It's quite an accomplishment, quite a ball team. As for Ferdy, Ferdy and I got to know each other under somewhat different circumstances. It was a game between the Portage Diamonds and the Winnipeg Penguins at Charlie Krupp. The two teams decided to have a social gathering at third base. And Ferdy happened to walk over in my direction, and after what I would call a one-sided discussion, better judgment prevailed, and we've been friends ever since. To the selection committee, thank you for even considering me, and then for you to vote me in is something that I will always appreciate. My induction has a special meaning for me, as I am joining Dad, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2014. Standing here is a very humbling experience. I wouldn't be here without a lot of you out there. You don't get into the Hall of Fame by yourself. I wish I had more time to stand up here and name everyone that has contributed to my induction into the Hall of Fame, but I only have 3 minutes, and that would take hours. So, to all the teams I played on, to the coaches I've had, to my teammates, to the teams I've coached, the friends that I've made, and the family that supported me, I thank you. I was fortunate to play with and against some of the best ball players in Manitoba and Canada. I got to coach alongside some of the best coaches in the province, coach some of the best players, both female and male, that ever played the game, and I was able to convince enough parents to let me coach their kids. To every one of the managers that looked after the teams, to those that looked after getting the ball diamonds ready, I thank you. From the Lac du Bonnet Huskies in 1972, where as a 17-year-old I sat on the bench, got to watch our local stars play, to the last team I coached in 2011, and for all the teams in between, I will always look back and say I had the time of my life. To all you Penguins out there, the young ones and the old ones, it is my privilege to be representing you, our team, as a second Penguin behind Terry Wallen to be inducted into the Softball Hall of Fame. To my family, to my sister Cindy, thank you for being you. I know our hero would be very proud of his number 2 son. To my sons-in-law and daughter-in-law, I'm so happy that you are part of my life and part of our family's life. To my kids, thanks for putting up with me all these years. And just to let you know, I couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you, except I need some more grandkids. To my beautiful wife, Donna, who's the real Hall of Famer, there's not much more to say than you have already heard, but you're the best thing that ever happened to me. And just one last thing. After all the years, after all the games, the one constant thing is friendships that we made along the way. They will last a lifetime. Thank you. Take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great night.